Well, there's the scene at Anfield. The teams are out on the pitch. Liverpool against Queen's Park Rangers. Live coverage of the Milk Cup semi-final second leg. Wembley just 90 minutes away. Your commentators at Anfield, Ian St John and Brian Moore.
Well, thank you, Elton. Good evening to you all from Anfield. Superb conditions here. Let's first of all take a check on the two sides. So Liverpool, in fact, field an unchanged team for the third successive game. There had been talk that the striker Paul Walsh might return after injury, but he's not quite ready yet. On the other hand, knocks to Craig Johnston and to Steve McMahon have cleared up. Meanwhile, Queen's Park Rangers, well, they've got three men back tonight. Michael Robinson, formerly a Liverpool player, of course, and Gary Bannister, who will both play up front. They both return after injury. And midfielder Robbie James, who returns after suspension. It means that there's no place for John Byrne, and Wayne Faraday is the Rangers sub. The referee tonight is David Hutchinson from Harrogate in Yorkshire. It's a chill evening, and it's an important evening for this man, Bruce Grobbelaar. As we've already said tonight, rarely, I suppose, has a goalkeeper been under such scrutiny as moments of high embarrassment, the talk of football, but people in the game, I think, will reinforce the view that he is still a fine keeper. Michael Robinson, formerly of Liverpool, what a great incentive for him tonight to make that final thrust through to Wembley. He's back after missing 4 games with a broken cheekbone. A quick word from Ian St John with me. How do you think Liverpool, a goal down, will approach this now?
Well, I think they've got to get a goal, Brian, that's for sure, which sets the game up lovely, doesn't it? And I think tonight we can see a cracking match.
Well, it's Liverpool then. Pull the kick-off. In the all-dark strip of red, attacking the goal to our right. There's Lawrenson. Rangers with an appalling away record in the league. They've lost their last 3 league games, but they have done well in the Milk Cup. They've won at Hull, which can always be awkward. They've won at Watford and they've won at Chelsea. Steve McMahon and manager Jim Smith hoping that that Milk Cup away form will follow them now to the biggest test of all. It certainly is, as Ian says, set up for a tremendous cup tie here tonight. It's Martin Allen with the header. In goes Hansen for Liverpool. MacDonald playing it forward. Little Gary Bannister. It's so easy to tell Liverpool, of course, with all their experience here, to be patient and wait for that breakthrough to come. But human nature being what it is, they'll go striving, won't they?
Well, I think so. And the crowd, obviously, you know, always at home, they always want you to attack. And being a goal down, they want to get back in level terms as quickly as possible.
Sammy Lee crossing it in. Wicks battling with Rush. Fillery trying to get it through to Martin Allen, but Rush getting possession again and felling the referee, and it'll be a free kick to Liverpool. David Hutchinson used to be a police officer, who's retired from that and now works for the National Association of Boys Clubs. Well, it's Jan Molby with the free kick for Liverpool, floated onto the far side where Whelan had come up, but nobody made a contact. Molby in the midfield, such an important character now in this Liverpool setup.
Well, as you know, the last time we had a game, the big cup tie at Chelsea in the FA Cup, Ryan, that Molby played as a sweeper. And I was rather critical of Liverpool's performance that day, and I think quite rightly so. But since then, you know, he's pushed Molby into a midfield role, and that's the position the crowd want to see him play, because he's a big favourite here. He's got a great shot, and he can get goals as well.
Robertson battling on the far side. It's Hansen and Beglin, and another throw to Liverpool. Beglin again towards Lawrenson, but it was Robbie James doing a good piece of defensive work there for Queen's Park Rangers. Now McMahon. That's an interesting ball, but I don't think Lawrenson will get there. And it'll be a throw to Queen's Park Rangers. Molby. Beglin. And the referee stopping the game there for a moment and giving Liverpool a free kick. Did you see what that was for? It was...
Well, I think Fenwick went in just a little bit late after Mulvey had played the ball there, Brian.
Fenwick, the Rangers captain. Lawrenson with the free kick. Cut out quite easily by Martin Allen. His uncle, of course, Les Allen, played when Rangers won the, as it was then, the Football League Cup back in 1967. 19 years ago this week, when Rangers, a third division side, beat West Bromwich Albion at Wembley. Well, will history repeat itself here at Anfield tonight, and Rangers score another fine victory? At the moment, remember, leading 1-0 from that first leg. A juddering challenge there by Wicks. Lawrenson. Manson. Rush. And James just about getting to the ball and stopping the progress of Mark Lawrenson. Johnston, Lawrenson, and that should be Barron's ball. It is. Liverpool, who've beaten Oldham and Brighton, Manchester United and Ipswich on the way here. In again for Lawrenson, and Liverpool beginning to look in menacing form as it comes to McMahon, and they all stop for a moment, but not Craig Johnston, and it called for a good cross, but in no way did it get it, particularly with Rush and Whelan coming in on the far post. Certainly Craig Johnston was more alive to that situation than anybody in the Rangers defence, and then really lost what could have been quite a good opening for Liverpool. Goal kick to Rangers. By Fenwick, and Fenwick again playing in the midfield now with Queen's Park Rangers. Plays as a centre-back with England, of course, and he gives Rangers that little bit of bite in the midfield that has been lacking, they say, since the injury, a long-term injury to Gary Waddock. Rush, very quick to spot an opening to set up Whelan down the far side, and Beglin too, and it'll come to McMahon. Now can Sammy Lee get to that one? Wicks spotted that danger quickly enough, and it's a throw to Liverpool. And there's something like 7 minutes gone. Rangers have hardly been in the Liverpool half. McMahon again, and another goal kick.
Well, Queen's Park Rangers, Brian, will have to start thinking about picking men up in the middle of the park, because McMahon there is having a good season for Liverpool, and as we saw in the game on Sunday, you know, he's liable to have a shot as he did there, as Mulvey is as well, and Whelan. So the Queen's Park Rangers boys have got to be very careful. Don't let Liverpool get the ball 30 yards from goal, because the midfielders can hit it.
It's Warren Neal, but he's hit it straight at Mulvey. Wicks getting it away. Now McMahon. And can Warren Neal get in there before Rush? He can. And it's a useful piece of defensive work by the young right back. Another free kick to Liverpool. Well, yesterday the Rangers players were saying it's going to be like Custer's last stand at Anfield. And that's the way it's beginning to develop as Liverpool continue to pour forward. Mulvey behind this free kick. And Beglin. Mulvey striking it, curling it, and Aaron spotting it quickly enough to get across. Beglin running over the ball. Ian?
Well, he's always liable to do it, Brian, from any distance. He scored some marvellous goals this year from free kicks, and if he gets him a little bit nearer than that, the goalkeeper is certainly going to have problems.
Gillespie. Lawrenson. Now can Robinson get there? He's got the pace, and he was held back by Gillespie for a moment, trying to play the ball into Bannister, and for a moment Rangers looked as though they might find a way through. Spearheaded by the former Liverpool man, Michael Robinson.
Well, he's telling the linesman he was held back. In fact, the linesman did put his flag up, but the referee allowed play to go on.
That seems to have given Rangers a little bit of heart, but it's a throw to Liverpool. There's no doubt that Robinson was held back. Now it's McMahon. And Warren Neal being chased by Rush. And Rush penalised. It'll be a Rangers free kick. Fantastic record Liverpool have got in this Milk Cup in recent years, winning it in 81, 82, 83 and 84. And one step away from contesting the final again in 86. It's Rush. Gillespie. Semi-Lee. But that came to James. Sets Robinson on his way again, clashing with Hansen. And a free kick given to QPR. The first chance really they've had for their defence to draw breath and consider something approaching the Liverpool penalty area. It'll be Mike Fillery with it, number 11. Donald's up on the far side, the big central defender. Wicks battling with Johnston. Allen's got to do a bit of battling as well, but Johnston's on his way, but the whistle, I think, will bring them back. And the Liverpool fans riled by that decision from referee Hutchinson, feeling that an advantage should have been played, because Johnston certainly was making great strides down that left flank. Rush, Feld, free kick this time and no mistake. In fact, it's for a moment he was feeling for a book. The possibility of booking Warren Neal, but it didn't come to it. It'll be a free kick for Liverpool. Just about 11 minutes gone, no score in this second leg at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Rangers 0. Rangers leading 1-0 from the first leg. Lawrenson with the header, and Rangers at full stretch to get it away. Only Hansen is back, pumping it forward yet again. Craig Johnston. It's a night that surely is going to test the resilience of this Rangers defence. People like Steve Wicks and the other big blonde alongside him, Alan McDonald.
Actually, they're a commentator's nightmare, Brian, aren't they? There are a couple of little
just hope they don't advance in the last moments at the far post and both go diving in for the same header, Ian. I might need your help. At the moment, it's Hansen. And here's Wicks again. Semi-Lee. Nice little flip there for Craig Johnston, and the flag was up for an offside. Ground Craig Johnston covers, so I noticed it on Sunday at Tottenham and again here already tonight. He really does stimulate others around him, I would think.
Well, he's having a terrific season, Craig, and I like to see him playing in the position he's playing tonight up front along with Ian Rush, and I think it suits him better, Brian, that he's got the whole of the pitch to make his runs in.
McMahon. Challenge there by Fillery, but given away, and Molby now for Liverpool. Fillery trying to get it back. Jim Beglin. And it's Rush who's doing the challenging back. Free kick to Queen's Park Rangers. Cleared by Lawrenson. Rush. Whelan finding Mulby. Oh, what a good ball there. As Johnston takes it up, can MacDonald stop him? Yes, he can. Bannister, a nimble little player. But Beglin would not be resisted there, and he finds Lawrenson. That time Warren Neal cutting it out. And already there's drama, we understand, down at the West Ham-Manchester United game, where Ryan Robson has been taken off with a suspected dislocated shoulder after only 3 minutes. Here it's still 0-0 in this second leg of the Milk Cup semi-final. Remember, Rangers leading 1-0 from the first leg. So it's a night when Liverpool have to score. Lawrenson. Goes MacDonald, diving in low, but he's only given it to McMahon, who's got Whelan up and Rush up. And an offside. Comes for Jim Beglin. It's Alan MacDonald. Neal. Now Mulby for Liverpool. Free kick. Well, the Liverpool bench incensed and on their feet. And a booking for the big Irishman.
You know what? It's always a dodgy one, that. I don't think there was an awful lot in that. You know, Big Jan just tried to hurdle McDonald as he came in to slide tackle him. And I think the players realise these things happen, Brian. It's only the referee that seems to worry about it.
Well, McDonald's in the book, and Rangers face some more defending as Beglin chips that one in. James got it away. Here's Bannister. Cut out again by Hansen. Fillery. Flag is up, offside.
Well, the Rangers certainly seem to have the idea, Brian, that if they do get a chance to break, you know, players coming from the back might catch Liverpool square.
Noticeable that Ian Dawes was the furthest man forward there.
That's right.
The left back. At the moment, it's McMahon for Liverpool. Whelan on the far side. Rush. Mulby. And played back by Dawes to goalkeeper Paul Barron. Ian Dawes, who was well to the front in that last Rangers attack. Warren Neal, Fillery. Neal again, a little touch there for Allen, but he's lost it. And then Fenwick wins it back again. Bannister, Fillery. Fenwick losing at that time. Rush, and here's Whelan. He's got Sammy Lee in space on the right. Whelan, Johnston and Rush are waiting in the middle, and here's McMahon, and now Lawrenson. Mulby. Beglin. Lawrenson has stayed up there, and it was Dawes who got the important clearance there for Queen's Park Rangers. Rangers have held out for 17 minutes. Still no score. Lee. Gillespie. Mulby. forward to getting to Wembley if Liverpool make it. He's played there once before in 1983 when Denmark came in the European Championship, but he only came on for the last 4 minutes of the game as a substitute. Jan Molby. News of another cup tie. Danny Wallace has put Southampton ahead at Millwall. Gillespie for Liverpool. McMahon. Beglin. And McDonald. He's a big defender who's used to defending. He's done some sterling work for Northern Ireland this season, particularly in Romania and at Wembley. And a similar battle here tonight for him against Liverpool. All the time that Liverpool are pushing forward, this fella's having very little to do, Bruce Grobbelaar, probably on a night when he would like a little bit of activity to prove that he can still keep goal. Well, a handball and a penalty given. Rangers incensed by that. He's given a handball against Ian Dawes. Ian St John.
Well, very innocuous. Oh. In fact, he was outside the penalty area. If it did hit his arm, he was outside the penalty area.
He was outside the penalty area, and Rangers incensed by that decision, which I'm bound to say looks very much as though it's gone against them. Let's look at that again. Was it inside the box, or was it outside the box? Well, there you have it.
Outside the box.
But the referee has given a penalty, and he's booking Terry Finnick. He's booked Steve Ricks, in point of fact. Well, that's a moment of high drama there. And Jan Molby with the spot kick for Liverpool. Saved by Barron, superbly. Molby has scored 15 goals this season, 6 of them from the penalty spot, but not that time. And justice in the end was done.
Well, I must agree with you, Brian. Justice was certainly done in that instance.
Now, what effect is that going to have on Liverpool, Ian, and what effect will it have on Rangers?
Well, it's got to give Rangers a boost, that's for sure, because they were looking at a 1-1, but I mean, I think Liverpool have got the resilience to keep battling. Dawes. Lee. Wicks is up. Lawrenson. Flick on, and McDonald got that one away. It's certainly all hands to the pump still in that Queen's Park Rangers defence. And a shot on the turn there by Rush, again, well stopped by Barron. Actually, there was a suspicion of another penalty there, wasn't there?
With McDonald
pulled his left arm away.
Well, this is really warming up now. Here's Robinson for Queen's Park Rangers, Bannister, and Gillespie gets it back to Grobbelaar. I think all Bruce has had to do is take a couple of back passes so far. Now Gillespie, as Liverpool are forward again, trying to put Rush clear. At that time, McDonald got the better of him. And the ball out of play again, and good news in the European Cup from Aberdeen. Willie Miller has put Aberdeen 1-0 into the lead against Gothenburg, And that dislocated shoulder of Brian Robson that I told you a moment or two ago at West Ham, the Manchester United captain, has been confirmed as a dislocated shoulder. Certainly Brian Robson's having none of the luck with injuries here.
I just can't believe it, you know. I mean, the boy is so unlucky. I mean, it's dreadful that he's had a season like this, isn't it, leading up to the World Cup.
So the hero of the moment for Queen's Park Rangers, Paul Barron, with the goal kick. Bannister. Here at Liverpool again. Mulvey seeking to atone for that mistake. No foul there. In fact, some very good defending by Fenwick. And then a free kick to Queen's Park Rangers. Well, they lost their last 3 league games away from home, and their manager, Jim Smith, was saying they wasn't short of disgrace, those performances, but there's a lot more character about Rangers here tonight. Fenwick and Robinson just caught offside. Maybe it was Bannister more in the central position.
You were saying, Brian, that you've been talking to Jim Smith before the game, and he said he wasn't going to come here and defend, and I mean, that's all I've had to do, but I think it's only because Liverpool have had so much of the ball, isn't it?
That's right. He felt that it was dangerous to sit back for 90 minutes on a 1-goal lead at Anfield. But they're being forced to do it now as Rush takes it up this time, and a corner to Liverpool. Their first of the game for all the pressure that they've had, with 25 minutes gone. Sammy Lee with it. A little flick on, claiming a handball again, but they haven't got one this time, and Warren Neal will make the clearance for Rangers. That was certainly a handball by Beglin, and a deliberate one as well. And the referee making tracks towards him. Just a word of warning, and a free kick to Rangers. Liverpool bench, anxious for that opening goal. The situation here tonight is that if it's level on aggregates, after 90 minutes we go into extra time, and if it's level on aggregates after that, we then have a third game. There's no penalties or anything like that tonight. With the throw to Michael Robinson, buffeted from behind by Beglin, so it'll be a free kick to Rangers. Eight is Robbie James, 7 is Michael Robinson. It's Robinson, but he didn't make a contact with the header. Cheekbone high up above his, or just beside his eye, and missed 4 games. Johnston. Mulvey. McMahon. Beglin was waiting to get in. McMahon spraying it wide again, this time to Ronnie Whelan. And another corner. Whelan with it. Sammy Lee. Steve McMahon into the cop. We talk about Mulvey in the midfield, but McMahon here is having quite an influence. He's spraying some good balls down both flanks, Ian.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's a big influence in the team when he's playing. Good player, Steve McMahon. I think he was a good buy for Liverpool because he's a good tackler as well. You know, he can fight a bit.
handball, free kick. It's becoming a really engrossing cup tie now, just wondering how long Rangers can hold on. 29 minutes gone and still Liverpool can't find the breakthrough. If you've just joined us, they've also missed a penalty when Barron saved Molby's penalty shot. More news from Upton Park, where Manchester United have already lost their captain. Frank McAvenny has put West Ham into the lead. Hillary, Bobby James, and an offside flag up against Bannister. He's the top scorer with 12 goals, Bannister. Now Lawrenson. Rush. Hicks close at hand again, and eventually looks like winning that battle. Here's Hansen. And still 0-0 here. Rangers recently haven't got such a bad record against Liverpool either. They've, of course, won that first leg of the Milk Cup. They've beaten them in the league at Loftus Road this season. And last season, they came here and drew 1-1. Of course, that result would be enough tonight to put Rangers into a Wembley final again. Long throw by Michael Robinson. Wicks had gone up for it. Bannister tried to get it in on the volley. And there's a few problems there until Lawrenson sorts some of them out, and now Molby can sort out the rest. Again, James in quickly, but sadly for Rangers it falls for Rush. And now for Lawrenson. And Bobby James in again quickly. Free kick given. Sammy Lee now. Johnston knocking it on, so too did Rush. Whelan couldn't get in, Molby might. Beglin. Still Beglin. Whelan. And wide again. And from Vicarage Road, First Division Watford leading Bury by 1-0. John Barnes, the scorer for Watford. There's the first bit of anxiety yet on that bench?
Well, I think anxiety can only grow as the minutes tick away, Brian. You're a goal down in the semi-final, and you know, the tension will begin to tell. And I must say that I think Rangers have weathered a very hectic half an hour, haven't they? And I think they've done it well because they've restricted Liverpool to shots from well outside the box, and they've managed to get their foot in and block and head balls away. I think they've done very well.
Martin Allen. They've had to defend so much that Allen and James haven't had any chance at all to fly down the flanks to give support to the front men. They both like to do that, and they're both good crosses of the ball, what's more. There's Robbie James again, looking to get Robinson away.
You know, when Kenny Dalglish was standing up before shouting, he was moving Samuel Lee into the middle of the field, which I find quite a strange move. Sammy's found himself back out in the wing again, but he had moved into the centre-forward position.
Fillery. James. Offside again. So Sammy Lee has gone virtually up front with Ian Rush. Craig Johnston away wide on the right, but at the moment it's Rush. Eglin. Holby. Just too high for James. Craig Johnston with his cross. And Neil getting that one away well for QPR. And Fillery wrestled to the ground by Molby. A free kick to QPR. Certainly England players seem to be in the wars tonight. Brian Robson with a dislocated shoulder at West Ham. And we hear in the Millwall-Southampton game that Mark Wright has been taken off with concussion. Last we heard of that one, Southampton leading 1-0 with a Danny Wallace goal. Here it's still 0-0 as we come to the last 10 minutes of the first half. Rangers still holding on and getting a throw on the far side. Allen, it's Gillespie and Hansen who will soak it up and get it back to Bruce Crocodile. Eglin, Mulvey, and now McMahon, and a goal kick. What do you think the point is of putting Sammy Lee into that central attacking position?
Well, I think maybe they feel that Craig Johnson could cause a bit of trouble down the right-hand side with his pace. And if he can do that, obviously it would be a good move. But I think Sammy will go in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's smallest striker.
Robinson. Well, he's outpaced Hansen. Can he find the right cross? Well, Gillespie was there, calm and assured for Liverpool. And finds McMahon. But they're really fighting hard, Rangers. And at the moment, you have to hand it to the way they've shown all the character and guts in defence. In goes Warren Neal. At times they're so desperate at the back that they can't be terribly constructive through the midfield and coming forward, but at the moment they are still holding Liverpool off and still holding on to their 1-goal lead from the first leg. Lee with the throw for Liverpool. Now what's that, a corner? Craig Johnston with it. Molby at the near post. Gillespie in there as well at 6'2", could be an influence. But in fact, in the end, it was Lawrenson's header, and it's another goal kick for Queen's Park Rangers. To Rush. The flag was up for offside. It'll be a free kick. So 7 minutes to half-time. Here tonight, it's Liverpool 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0. Rangers leading 1-0 over the two legs. Dawes, Bannister, Dawes, Fillery, Bannister again, but somebody to hold on to the ball there and keep that little movement going. McDonald versus Rush, and it was Rush who won it. Lee, who couldn't get a contact, and Wicks, who thought about a back pass, changed his mind, and it's now with Johnston. A deep one towards Whelan on the far side. Neil gets it away as far as Hillary, and then Martin Allen, unfortunately for Rangers, gives it to Beglin, and a free kick, the foul by Fenwick. And as we come towards the last 5 minutes of the first half, Liverpool again look menacing. Now, Beglin chipping this one towards Craig Johnston, who reacted first, but it's Rangers who get it away. McMahon and McDonald to where it's safe. Now McMahon. And another goal kick. I have to say also, Ian, for all the pressure that Liverpool have had, and apart from the penalty, they really haven't made clear-cut chances.
Well, I was thinking that, I mean, Paul Barn really hasn't had an awful lot to do, has he? I think one or two little anxious moments, but apart from the penalty save, not an awful lot really on target for Liverpool tonight. And as I say, you've got to give credit to the men in front of them. I think they're all doing a great job there.
The intriguing question is, how much longer can they continue to do it? 5 minutes now to half-time. 0-0 here tonight. Robinson trying to get away, and has beaten Gillespie. That was Whelan almost nonchalantly getting that one away, but Rangers in possession again, and now McMahon for Liverpool. Wheeler. Gillespie. There's Beglin. Bannister back there helping out. Whelan again, trying to get it through to Lee, and now Fenwick to make the clearance for Rangers. Bannister. Running into trouble. His defenders won't thank him for that, because it means more pressure on them straight away again as Ian Rush takes it up. Stopped well that time by McDonald. And again by McDonald. Here's James. Forcing it through to Robinson. And now for Bannister. It could open up here for Queen's Park Rangers. Robinson's got the pace, but has he also got the shots? Oh, and Grobbelaar's there. Great bit of pace there by Robinson. Ian St John.
He's doing terrific tonight, Michael. He's ploughing a lone furrow up front there, and he's doing some great work, and really deserves a little bit more help than he's getting from Bannister alongside him tonight. When Michael made that run, Bannister never got in there, even if the ball had come back.
Fenwick. Dawes.
You see, in a job like tonight where you're hanging on to a one goal, it's very important that the front men get a hold of the ball and keep a hold of it, you know, as long as they can. And Michael Robinson's doing that, but Gary Bannister's not really been in it.
Well, here's Beglin for Liverpool. James. It away. News from Kenilworth Road that Luton have gone a goal up against Arsenal. Their big defender Steve Foster the score. Meanwhile, McMahon all the way through now. No doubt about that one. From half-time, and all the pressure in the end has told. McMahon with a brilliant break from the midfield, kept his head superbly and gave Barron no chance at all. Ian St John.
Well, what a superb ball by Jan Molby there. A beautiful ball. I think Ian Rush looked at one stage maybe to be offside, but terrific work by McMahon. Lovely run from midfield and a tremendous finish.
So now it's all tied up at 1-1 on aggregates. Liverpool leading by a goal to nil here on the night. Rush. And what a battle it's going to be now for those Rangers defenders. As if it hasn't been bad enough all night. Now it's Hansen, the captain. Olvie. He set up the ball for McMahon. And now finds Lawrenson. Johnston. Hillary did well there. James helped him out. Can Bannister do likewise? Now it's with Fenwick. And two Rangers on the far side. Martin Allen and Hansen trying to get across there and succeeds. And gets the ball back to Brevillard. As Hansen goes down, and there'll be a booking now for Martin Allen. Well, the referee sorting that one out. As Allen was hustling into this ball here.
Really, you've got to say that the forward was in the wrong there, Brian, because, I mean, he's got no chance of getting the ball. It's you know, it's going back to the goalkeeper, and he just launched himself with both feet.
So Kenny Dalglish incensed. The third Rangers name to go in the book tonight, and Hansen requiring treatment on the far side. We're now playing time added on at the end of the first half. I think you were quite relieved to see that Liverpool goal go in, weren't you, Ian?
Well, there's a lot of people in this ground relieved to see it go in. I thought it was a terrific goal when it did arrive, a marvellous goal created by the two midfield players. Mulvey set it up, and no great strike by McMahon.
Well, that's what gave Martin Allen the booking. As the half-time whistle goes, and Liverpool leading 1-0 on the night through this man, Steve McMahon. But 1-1 on aggregate after that goal by Terry Fenwick in the first leg at Loftus Road. We'll be back, of course, for the second half live. And now let's go back to the studio with Elton Worsby.
Well, patience has always been one of Liverpool's strongest virtues. They got the important first half goal. The aggregate score, as Brian said, now 1-1. Well, we'll be hearing Mike Channon's views on that first half shortly. We'll have the other half-time scores, those that are in. There are one or two 7:45 kickoffs tonight. And there's action from last night's Milk Cup semi-final first leg game between Aston Villa and Oxford United. There's plenty to come. Don't go away. Welcome back. The half-time score at Anfield is Liverpool 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0. So that means the aggregate score is 1-1. And Mike, it's been a right old first half, hasn't it? Very lively, in fact.
It's been a good game. I think that early on QPR looked very nervous and they were slow to start. And when the penalty come, like it was very unfortunate. But after the penalty, I thought they settled down and I thought they were right comfortable with typical Liverpool come back and smacked them with a cracking goal.
What did you make of that penalty incident?
Well, I mean, for me, it was never a penalty. As we see, he's been knocked in here, and I think it's Johnson heads it, isn't it? And the lad's definitely outside the box. I think that the crowd roared handball, and straight away the referee pointed to the spot. I know what it's like at Anfield. You tend to get decisions like that go against you. But justice was done. The keeper's made a good save. It wasn't that particularly good penalty, but it was a good save. And like I say, they settled down then, and I thought, oh, go on, lads, you know. And I thought that the underdogs, you know, were getting on top and might be all right. But
it was around about that time as well that, and you were talking about it throughout the first half, that Liverpool moved Craig Johnston out wide, which you were urging them to do.
That's right. Ian St John said that they thought he was a better player up front, but I think Johnston, when he's wide and going by people, it causes all sorts of problems. And just then, Kenny Dalglish jumped up and told him to do the same, but so they moved him out wide.
And it was getting very frustrating at that point because
that's right.
You know, we had a blanket defence. So they've experienced that time and time again at Anfield.
I think with Ian Rush playing up front on his own, they missed the little lad Walsh that plays up front, and consequently they're not getting a lot in the box.
And when that happens, I mean, you often find that the goal does come from midfield, which was certainly the case. Let's have a look at that again, because it was a lovely combination between Molby and McMahon, wasn't it?
That's right. It's a great ball knocked through. And the referee gave a bad decision with the penalty, but a great one with this, because it looked as if Ian Rush was offside, but he's allowed the advantage because he wasn't interfering with play, and he's taken it on here, and it was a great finish. I mean, he's had bags of time, mind, picked his spot and slotted it in. Great goal. But that's a typical Liverpool goal. And Jan Molby must be over the moon. He's turned it round again.
All right. Well, that made the score 1-1 at half-time, the aggregate score, that is. And whoever wins tonight will meet either Aston Villa or Oxford at Wembley. Well, those two meet again in a week's time. And their first leg match at Villa Park had to be put back 3 times because of the weather. But they eventually got it together last night. The commentator, Peter Brackley.
Now here's Hibbert for Oxford. Looking to send Houghton away. Glover had covered his run, but he's lost him now. Aldridge lurking in the middle. Oh, sweetly done. Again, Bradley will look for the long one here, with Elliott the target on the 6-yard area. And Oxford have got some big fellas at the back. Burt for the shot. Oh, yes! Walters with the corner. Evans was up there. A scramble. And has the goal been given? It has. The goal's been given. Stanton was in there. Aldridge on the break for Oxford. Away from Evans. It's a penalty. What drama here. Alan Evans, the defender. And that, says the referee, is a penalty. 2-2.
Yes, 2-2, and the next leg at the Manor Ground in a week's time. Plenty of football tonight. Let's have a look at the half-time scores. That's in the European Cup. Aberdeen 1, Gothenburg 0, an important away goal then for Gothenburg. The FA Cup 5th round, Watford 1, John Barnes, Bury 0. West Ham 1, Frank McAvenny with his 21st goal of the season, Manchester United 0. The FA Cup 5th round replays, Millwall 0, Southampton 1, Danny Wallace. And I've heard that Sheffield Wednesday have in fact taken the lead against Derby County, so that should be Sheffield Wednesday 1, Derby 0. And the second replay between Luton and Arsenal, that's the latest score. Steve Foster has put Luton in front. Well, very shortly, it's back to Anfield for the second half of tonight's semi-final. That's after the break.
Welcome back to Anfield for the second half of this Milk Cup semi-final, second leg. If you've just joined us, Liverpool leading tonight 1-0 with a goal by Steve McMahon, 1-1 on aggregate. Ian St John, bearing in mind that Rangers have had to defend for the whole 45 minutes, you can't in fact see them scoring, but do you think they are capable of holding on?
Well, they almost made it in the first half, Brian, you know, just losing towards half-time. And I mean, it's very possible. Anything's possible in football. In fact, you're saying that they don't look like scoring. I mean, it's always possible for an away side to break away and score. But I would think they're going to be put through the mincer again this half.
Well, Alan Hansen, who was injured just before half-time, is on the field and okay. We gather there's no damage whatsoever. Rangers then in the hoop shirts, attacking the goal now to our right. Here's Grobbelaar. Brucey is our king. Sang the cop as he came out for the second half. There's MacDonald with a header. Bowlby. Bannister. Robinson. And Bannister is away, but he's offside. Slightly disappointing first half, Gary Bannister, but he's the top scorer with 12. Used to be with Sheffield Wednesday and Coventry. A nimble little player, and he can be a dangerous one too. At the moment, the danger's coming all from Liverpool. It's McMahon, the scorer of that first important goal, finds Beglin. Rush. Whelan. Storrs coming to meet that one. Gillespie. Liverpool's throw. Here's Rush. Heading Mulvey, the little flick there. Lee still playing up as a front runner. McMahon changing the point of the attack and finding Beglin. And now with Whelan. And an easy clearance that time for Wicks. One Rangers man up against two, and Gillespie outwitting Michael Robinson and finding Sammy Lee. In turn finding McMahon, and here's Beglin. Liverpool getting into that same irresistible rhythm early in the second half. Liverpool's throw. Neat little touch again from McMahon, picking up Whelan. Bannister. Allen. Warren Neal. Finding Robinson, but enough support for him. John Smith in the centre there with the cap. He's done a good job managerially, particularly at Oxford. He's now aiming to get things right at Queen's Park Rangers. Jim's never been to Wembley as a manager or a player. And tonight will tell us, no doubt, whether he will in the Milk Cup this year. One of the great managerial characters in the game, though, Jim Smith. Robinson. Big up and under. McDonald's header. Lee. And a foul by Sammy Lee on Warren Neal, a free kick to Queen's Park Rangers.
Well, one thing about little Sammy Lee, Brian, whatever you play him, he will give 100%. I think he's a smashing little player. You know, if all the players in the English league were as good as him and had the same character as him, the game would certainly not be in the state it's in.
Mulvey. Beglin. Mulvey. Whelan. Good play here from Liverpool. Johnston trying to come in on the far side. Dawes doing some important work there, supported by Fillery. But Liverpool again get possession, and it's now back with Gary Gillespie. Rangers throw. Robinson, who hurls a good long throw. Fillery. Oh, a poor touch there. Lee trying to winkle it away for Liverpool, but here are Rangers now with Michael Robinson again. Showed far too much of that to McMahon. MacDonald away. No nonsense about him. Beglin's header, won by Fenwick. Pick on again there by Fillery, and Allen with the shots.
That was a fair effort by the youngster there, Brian, wasn't it? You know, he had a pop there from about almost 30 yards and only a yard or so wide.
Watford 1, Bury 0 was the half-time score now confirmed from Vicarage Road. John Barnes the scorer there. Rangers throw on the far side. Dawes coming in quickly. Oh, and Grobbelaar had to save, and the first time he's really been brought into action as Martin Allen got in with the shots from a very, very sharp angle, and some good work here by Ian Dawes. And saved by Grobbelaar, and a free kick in centre field now for Queen's Park Rangers. Fillery, Donald's gone up for this one, got his header to it as well, but pushed in on Whelan as he did so. Free kick to Liverpool. So Mulby. So Wembley awaits the winners next month. The game still splendidly balanced. Gillespie. That's a good searching ball. If Lawrenson can keep it in, which he has. Now Johnston. And the whistle had gone for an offside against Mark Lawrenson. So the score remains at Liverpool 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0. Aggregate 1-1. Half-time score now, the late kick-off at Kenilworth Road. Luton 1, Arsenal 0. Dawes, James, Allen. That's a good ball there. Now can Fillery get on the end of it? Oh, good work by Lawrenson. But the clearance only comes as far as Robbie James. This looks better for Rangers. Robinson with a header down. Fenwick is in there too, enticing Warren Neal to come and link up with the attack. Allen. Some of the best passing movements that Rangers have shown. Played on again for Robbie James. And just for a moment, Liverpool were in just a little bit of trouble there. But in the end, Lawrenson will get them out of it. That's a lovely ball to Beglin. Taken well by him. Mulby outside him. Sweeping pass this time for Johnston. But he couldn't get through Dawes, who finds James. In turn tries to get Martinelli on his way. Here comes Grobbelaar. No mistake this time. Back to Grobbelaar. Gillespie, McMahon, Beglin. Now Rush. Played for Mulvey. Rush offside.
I would think that Jim Smith has had a word or two with his team at half-time, Brian, because, you know, they've come out in the second half much more assertive in their attitude, you know, and they're really having a go now rather than sitting back and hanging on.
It's Whelan for Liverpool. McMahon. And now Hansen. Offside again. Certainly the Rangers back four are pushing up very quickly in this second half and catching Liverpool offside.
Well, that's right, because, you know, in the first half they were falling back into their own box, but they do play the offside game quite well.
Hansen. Whelan. Beglin. Rush. Johnston. Now Mulby. Ball through for Whelan, who's offside. header. Hansen quite comfortably beating Bannister, but Allen getting in there again. Gillespie this time. Now Fenwick. Warren Neal. It's Lawrenson easily cutting that one out and finding Molby. Now can Sammy's little legs keep that one in play? And indeed, I think the flag is up. No, the flag is up way back. Well, he gave it his best shot, did Sammy Lee. And at the same time, Molby is spraying some magnificent balls all around this pitch tonight. There's Bannister trying to get his man away. But Robinson couldn't keep it in play. It'll be a throw to Liverpool. In tremendous form again.
Oh yes, having another good game, Brian. It's great to see him, you know, a player as big as him is so neat and tidy, you know, with the ball. Lovely touch.
Except from the penalty spot.
Tonight, yes.
But here's Martin Allen. Fenwick. And now Neal. Trying to curl one in there towards Robinson, who feels he was unfairly and harshly dealt with by the Liverpool defence, but the ball goes for a Liverpool throw. Bannister. Well, there's some space here for Bannister. Trying to get it back for Fillery's shots. Oh, and an own goal! Probably off Beglin, but a crazy own goal. And Rangers have pulled it back to 1-1 on the night. Well, Martin Allen has gone screaming away. And here's how it happened. What a crazy goal. In fact, it came off Ronnie Whelan, and it's an own goal.
I mean, the ball was bobbling all over the place, but you're right enough there. Jim Beglin bagged that against Ronnie Whelan and straight in the net. But I must say that the Queen's Park Rangers certainly deserve to be in front, because in the second half they've come out, they've decided to play, and they've got the goal. And, you know, as I say, I think they thoroughly deserved it.
And what a cup tie we've got now. Well, Jim Smith might feel that Wembley could be around the corner, but he'll know, as well as you know, that there's still over 30 minutes of this cup tie left. Aaron's ball. Well, it was an unfortunate own goal by Ronnie Whelan, and a totally uncharacteristic mix-up in that Liverpool defence. They've never really looked in the slightest danger all night. And then suddenly that happened. And suddenly Kenny Dalglish, who was 35 years old yesterday, sees there may be no great cause for celebrations tonight. This time Gillespie does get it back successfully to Grobbelaar. What an amazing cup tie now. 1-1 on the night, 2-1 to QPR overall. And up behind that Queen's Park Rangers goal, the Rangers travelling fans are showing banners and flags, and at the moment are out shouting the Kop. Free kick to QPR. Well, they've made the long journey up the M1 and the M6, and at the moment it's very worthwhile. And really against all the odds after so much Liverpool pressure. 1-1 tonight, 2-1 to Rangers over the two legs. Lawrenson Towards Rush, into touch, Rangers throw. Just under the half hour to go now. Bannister. Robinson chasing, Lawrenson with him, a foul and a free kick to Liverpool. Donald's header. Robbie James away, only as far as Gillespie. And Beglin kept that in well. Liverpool's throw. Here's Hansen. Mulvey. Rush. And Johnston finding Lawrenson on the far side. Beaten the ball by Allen, and Whelan can't change direction quickly enough, and so it'll be a throw to QPR. Well, Rangers have got Wayne Faraday warming up. He's got very fond memories of Anfield in the 1-1 draw here last year. It was Faraday who scored for Rangers. And certainly 1-1 tonight would be enough to put Rangers through to Wembley. Beglin, Johnston, Rush, with a handball by Johnston gives Rangers the free kick. MacDonald, Hansen away, and there was a challenge by Fenwick very high on Mulvey there, which I don't think the referee spotted. Ian St John?
Well, I certainly spotted. I think you did as well, Brian. It was a nasty one, and Mulvey was looking at a referee and having a word with him, actually.
Gillespie with a header. Fenwick versus McMahon. Craig Johnston, but Martin Allen finding Robinson. Fillery, a poor shot from a long way out. Walk warming up for Liverpool. And the referee in the meantime having a long discussion there with Mulvey, whether Mulvey is still complaining about the challenge from Terry Fenwick of a minute or so ago. That was probably it. Now it's Beglin. Rush. McMahon. And Beglin making his run, but Barron was there and saw it, and his timing was okay.
You know, Beglin, who hit the ball against Ronnie Whelan for the goal, Brian, he's very much a left-footed player, and had he kicked it with his right foot, he'd have got out of the box, but being a left-footed player, he tried to clear it with his left, and of course hit Whelan with it, and that caused the goal.
Lee with the throw for Liverpool. Mulvey. That's easy for Barron. Beglin. Neal's header for Queen's Park Rangers. Fenwick. Robinson off, chasing again, but Grobbelaar will gather it for Liverpool. MacDonald. Neal. There's Johnston. Whelan. To Whelan again. Inside now to Jan Mulvey. Sammy Lee trying to get a 1-2 going, and it was Wicks who intervened at the expense of a corner. Johnston with it. Beglin. And it looked like an obstruction there on Robinson, and indeed the free kick's given. That decision given by the linesman and not by the referee, and the ball was moving there. Rangers, I think, wasting a little bit of time. I don't think that'll fool the referee. So Warren Neal will take it. Whelan, whose unfortunate own goal has made it 1-1. And Dawes. Mulvey. Robinson running it into touch, a Liverpool throw. Well, they've also had an own goal at Luton in the cup tie between Luton and Arsenal. David O'Leary, an own goal, the second one for Luton. And Robinson, Michael Robinson, goes into the book, the fourth Rangers player to go there tonight.
Silly bit of time wasted, really, that, Brian.
Hanson. Beglin. Wicks getting above Craig Johnston. Whelan doing well for Liverpool, dinking another one in. Mulvey, tremendous power there. Robinson's header. Jumping with Hanson. Finding Fillery, an offside against Bannister, no doubt about it. A moving ball, and the referee won't allow that. And he'll want it in the right place. So we're a little over 20 minutes left. 1-1 here tonight. Rangers leading by 2 goals to 1 overall. Neal getting that one away. And now Bannister trying to get Robinson away, but that's Robilard's ball. Rush putting it on to Johnston! And Liverpool in the lead again tonight, and level again on aggregate. Ian Rush's ball, whether he made a contact or not is problematical looking at that. But Craig Johnston finished it off. And Liverpool are right back in the hunt again.
Well, it's amazing how simple you can score a goal. A big long punt down the field. The centre-half really didn't go and attack the ball. And Craig Johnston followed up with a mistake, and really a brave goal coming in, clashing with the goalkeeper. I think you've got to look at the centre-backs there, and you know, if you're getting a long ball, it's a 70-yard punt up the park, and they're 6'2", those centre-halves, so somebody's got to go and head it.
Oh, Johnston okay. And so are the Kop. And so at the moment are Liverpool. But it's still 2-2 on aggregate. And there's still an awful lot of football left in this cup tie with 20 minutes to go. Restart. And the referee, whether he went into the bench to have a word with one of the managers, I'm not sure, but we're underway again now. Johnston. Neal. he may have been talking to Kenny Dalglish on the bench.
Yeah, I think that was the case, actually. Kenny had been given some information out, and the line's been reported up to the referee.
Wicks bowling over Lee and allowed to get away with it. And now McMahon for Liverpool. But Wicks is not done with yet. And another free kick to Liverpool. Whelan. Free kick to Queen's Park Rangers. To clarify it all, with Liverpool leading by 2-1 here tonight, with Rangers having won at Loftus Road by 1-0, it's 2-2 on aggregate. If it stays that way to the end of normal time, we have extra time. If the teams are level on aggregate at the end of extra time, we then have the third game. Now, can Rangers come back at Liverpool again? Fennick. And a shot by Warren Neal. Cannoned off the Liverpool defender. Gillespie getting it away. Free kick to Liverpool. Foul by Wicks on Rush. Lawrenson. Came off Whelan's head. Mulby chasing. Whelan. And I gather that at Upton Park, Manchester United have now scored an equaliser, 1-1 there. Frank Stapleton, the scorer for Manchester United after Frank McAvenny had put West Ham ahead. Free kick to Rangers. With a quarter of an hour of normal time remaining. Fillery with it. Whelan getting it away quite comfortably to Ian Rush. Beglin to Whelan. And Beglin again. Mulvey. Stopped by Allen. On. Gillespie. Cut out by Allen. James. It's a good searching run and a ball that finds Bannister. But I think James is injured at the moment. When he made that pass, he pulled up almost at once. He might be suffering just a little bit, James. At the moment, it's Beglin now for Liverpool. struggling a little bit at the moment, Robbie James, as you can see. The moment he played that ball wide after a good run. Here he is again. And now with Allen. It's Lawrenson's ball, good header. And here's Mulby for Liverpool. Whelan. Mulby. What do you think, Ian?
Well, it's a bit end-to-end now. It's, it's good stuff apart from the final ball into the box. Both sides, haven't been too accurate with that one, but it's certainly bubbling up, and it's anybody's game now, isn't it, going into the last sort of 10 minutes of the match.
Hansen. Beglin's made a good run for him, but he's offside. Beglin's got to get away from that position for the free kick to be taken, and now it has been. And Hansen again. And Rush has made a tremendous driving run through the middle. Whelan, Craig Johnston, and an offside, and a free kick to Queen's Park Rangers.
But Alan Hansen pushing forward a lot now, Brian. He's trying to push his team on in these last 10 minutes and get that vital goal. And there's nobody more comfortable in football than Alan Hansen when he comes forward. He really is some player.
Beglin. Well, we're coming to the last 10 minutes, and this is no time for anybody to be making a mistake. Crucial moments now, and it's all square on aggregate as Rangers come forward again with Martin Allen, and now with Neil. A deep, deep cross towards Bannister on the far side, and Grobbelaar gathering it well, and then sending Lawrenson off. Rush has gone out wide. Craig Johnston's gone through the middle. Here's Rush. Looked for Mulby, but it was cut out by Fillery. James finding Bannister. Just 10 minutes remaining now. Lawrenson again. Beglin. In for Whelan. Well, Fillery was waiting to pick that one up. And finds Robinson, but Allen couldn't turn quickly enough, and Whelan gets possession for Liverpool. Mulby. McMahon, scorer of Liverpool's opening goal. Mulby claims handball, the referee waves play on, and Rangers have suddenly got men forward, including the full-back Ian Dawes on the far side now. Bannister. Fillery. Dawes again. Poor ball. And here's McMahon for Liverpool. Rush, bringing McMahon into it again. And on the left-hand side is Beglin. And on the far left is Craig Johnston. And Gillespie has made a great run through the middle too. Whelan. Gillespie. And Rangers have pulled everybody back now. Craig Johnston. Glynn onto the right foot. Good save by the keeper.
That was a good shot. I mean, he doesn't favour that right foot, but he caught that one, turned inside, lovely. Again, left his centre-half for dead, and good effort. The goalkeeper did well.
And in the European Cup, as we watch the Rangers substitute, Wayne Faraday coming on, Hewitt has put Aberdeen 2-1 into the lead. I think it's going to be Gary Bannister who's coming off for Wayne Faraday. But here's Bannister on the ball at the moment. Now, what happens if he scores? Will they still take him off? Well, that's purely academic now. That could well be the last touch for Gary Bannister. It's a free kick to Queen's Park Rangers, who are just waiting to get the flying winger Wayne Faraday on.
But, he's changed his mind, Jim Smith. I mean, it's always a terrible time to take somebody off. And Gary Bannister, for all he's not played well tonight, Brian, I know Gary very well, and he is a good player and he is a good goal scorer, and really, you know, hasn't probably lived up to his ability. He should really have done a lot better.
Well, here's a free kick. Interesting position. And Rangers very often come up with the unexpected. It's a floater. My goodness, and that was no more than 3 or 4 inches wide from Terry Fenwick.
Well, that was a cracker, wasn't it? I mean, it was curling all the way, just curled an inch too wide. But a super free kick.
And Faraday's coming on now. And Bannister will come on. He's been having a bit of trouble with a knee injury, in point of fact, Gary Bannister, and he missed last Saturday's game at Birmingham. Whether that has still bothered him or not, I don't know. But Faraday is on. And as I reminded you, he scored here last year when Rangers drew 1-1. In the meantime, this looks more promising for Liverpool. As McMahon, and it's cut out in the nick of time by Neil, gets Faraday away. And there are a few quicker players in the First Division than Wayne Faraday. And it's touched in!
It's another own goal.
Well, it looked like an own goal, although Robinson was right in there. How much longer to go, says Robinson. What a remarkable cup tie this is turning out to be. Ian St John.
Well, that's Faraday just come on the field and dinked a lovely little ball into the box, and we'll see if it was in fact it may actually Michael Robinson may have just got there first and got a touch to it.
Robinson will claim it. And Rangers are back in the lead overall. 5 minutes now to go.
Well, we may have a better look at it from here, Brian, and see if in fact it was Gillespie. Yes, it was. It was Gillespie who got his foot to it.
Gillespie own goal. And Rangers now 5 minutes away from Wembley. 2-2 here tonight, 3-2 on aggregate. Fenwick. James. And Grobbelaar, in frustration, hammers that ball forward. Lawrenson. Now have Liverpool got the composure and the firepower to save it even at this late date? Mulvey. Have Rangers got the nerve to hold on? The prize is a massive one, this appearance at Wembley, and they've still got some work to do as McMahon gets it through to Craig Johnston and pushed back by Dawes to Barron, and a little over 3 minutes remaining. Hope has gone quiet. And Rangers are now exactly 3 minutes away. Hansen, the long ball forward. Johnston. No handball there. Neil plays it forward again. Gillespie with the header this time. McMahon playing it for Lawrenson. Rush is up there. And here's Fillery. Allen. Allen again. Playing it down to the corner to waste a little more time. Now, antics from Robillard with a little over 2 minutes remaining. Wicks with a header away. Bennett playing it back to the safety of his keeper, Paul Barron. Well, in their time, Liverpool have provided some amazing and some dramatic climaxes. Not least, of course, last Sunday with the last-minute winner against Tottenham. Wednesday leading Derby County by 2 goals to 0 up at Hillsborough. And here, Rangers now are 90 seconds away. Hansen. A little flick there from Craig Johnston. No free kick.
You know, it's an amazing thing, really, Brian. I don't think Ian Rush has had one shot at goal tonight, or a header either. I don't think he's had one strike on goal.
Neil. Lee. Mulby. We're playing inside the last minute now of this Milk Cup semi-final. With the score here 2-2 and Queen's Park Rangers leading 3-2 on aggregate. Remarkable thing, of course, that both the Rangers' goals tonight are own goals. One by Whelan, and that last one appeared to be by Gillespie, although Robinson may well have got in there himself. Get the ball up that end, says Jim Smith, the Rangers manager.
It would be lovely if Jimmy gets to Wembley, because he's battled it right through from the non-leagues, the first division, and it'd be lovely for him if he gets there.
Neil for Rangers. Stopped by Hansen. Neil again. Well, we're now playing stoppage time, and it's only a matter of seconds away now, this moment of glory for Queen's Park Rangers. Referee Hutchinson looking hard at his watch, and again as Liverpool make one last assault. Craig Johnston finding McMahon, can Beglin turn it in? That's the final whistle, and Rangers go through to the Milk Cup final on an aggregate of 3-2. Jim Smith, the manager, and the supporters absolutely delighted.
Michael.
Johnston scored for Liverpool, and then those 2 own goals. What a night of celebration for Queen's Park Rangers. Jim Smith's gone across. Here's Michael Robinson.
Michael, how do you feel?
Tired, elated. It's not worthwhile. Like, we've really been hammered territorially tonight, but we've just stuck in, and we're there. We've had a bit of luck, you know. But
I mean, more than once you must have thought you'd lost it, the penalty miss when Craig Johnson came back at you.
no, that's when it's written all over, when Paul makes a great save, and we had a bit of luck like that, but then 2 own goals, so anyway, it's, well, you need a bit of luck, and we're there time. We've worked hard for it.
And it's no mean feat to come to Anfield and win, is it?
No, it's not at all. They're a great team, a fantastic team, and we're just privileged to beat them.
Michael, many congratulations. Go and enjoy your champagne.
Thanks very much, Tim.
Cheers.
Well, the Rangers players are loath to leave the pitch at the moment. Jim Smith has been battling away across there to hug all his players, and I think he'd like to do it to all the Rangers fans as well. I just hope we might get a word with Jim Smith before we leave you at Anfield. Never been to Wembley before, but now he's got an appointment there next month with Bob Hall.
Jim, your reaction?
Well, obviously, one of pride and one of delight. I'm proud of the performance tonight and delighted to be going to Wembley with QPR. Just want Oxford to get there now.
I was going to say, you must be hoping for that game.
Hope so, yeah. That will make the day for Oxford along with us.
Enjoy your champagne. Thank you, Jim.
Cheers.
Well, Jim Smith victorious, and he'll be making that walk at Wembley after all, Mike.
Yeah, great. I'm delighted for Jim. Delighted for the players, and I thought that that QPR were great. I thought they come out second half. I think Jim Smith must have said to them, "Go out and play. You're going to get beat if you sit back like you were first half." They've gone out and done the business, and they always look dangerous. And it's worked out great for them. I'm well pleased.
It was a thumping good cup tie, wasn't it?
Oh, that's it. I mean, end-to-end stuff. I mean, but Liverpool never had a chance, you know. They never created one chance apart from McMahon's goal, where he scored a great goal. I mean, they must have been really disappointed with the long kick down the middle and Johnson flipping it over for the equaliser. But after that, you know, they kept playing away and kept working hard, and they were getting the crosses in. In second half, they were getting good control, QPR. They must have been delighted.
Let's have a look at the winning goal, Mike. I'm sure all Queen's Park Rangers supporters at home will be anxious to see it again.
I couldn't believe the space that Hansen let him have, and he's half turned away, and he's let the lad cross the ball. Grobler again, I don't know what he's doing. He's gone out. He should have stood on his line there, and the pressure Mick Robinson's put on it is deflected it in. He's let the lad cross the ball. This is what I couldn't believe. Mick Robinson's dived in, brave as a lion, and there you go. Bit of luck. QPR at Wembley, great.
And it'll be quite a thing for Jim Smith if it's Oxford who they play in the final there.
That's right. You know, Jim's been in the game a long time, an honest bloke. All the players that ever played under him, I was talking to Frank Worthington the other week, loved him. You know, players love him, and they responded to him.
There they are, Mick, in the dressing room. They're savouring this moment, and good luck to them, mate. The underdogs making a habit of getting to Wembley like they did last year.
That's right. I was there last year. I know how they feel. Delighted for them.
Well, that's smashing. There's Mike Robinson, who certainly had a hand in that winning goal. His first game back at Anfield and back at Wembley. Well, they're delightful pictures, Mike, aren't they?
Great, yeah. I know exactly how they feel now. They'll be like that for another week. They've got to remember they got a game on Saturday.
Right, well, let's have a look at the scores now from around the country. Plenty of FA Cup ties and also the European Cup involving Aberdeen, a 2-2 draw there. Let's have a look at the FA Cup matches. They haven't all finished. Watford 1, Bury 0 is the latest score. West Ham United 1, Manchester United 1 is a final result. Frank Stapleton got the United equaliser, but poor old Brian Robson carried off with that dislocated shoulder after 3 minutes. The fifth round replays: Millwall 0, Southampton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2 goals by Carl Shutt, Derby 0, and the fifth round second replay: Luton 3, Arsenal 0. It's been a good night, hasn't it? Queen's Park Rangers are at Wembley. They'll play either Oxford or Aston Villa in the Milk Cup final. More live football on Sunday on ITV, and we don't know which game it's going to be yet, so watch this space. From Mike Channon and myself, I hope you've enjoyed it. A very good night to you all.